Good morning, students. In our earlier class, we study homogeneous and heterogeneous catalysis, different examples. Today we study what are the adsorption theory of a heterogeneous catalysis, how help the heterogeneous catalysis in the reaction, and activity, selectivity, and zeolites. Students, earlier old theory known as adsorption theory. According to that theory, in a solid or any liquid surface, for example, this one is a solid surface, molecules are adsorbed on the surface. Due to this adsorption, we know adsorption is always enthalpy is negative because new bond formation. That adsorption either bonds are weaker or stronger, if physical adsorption or chemical adsorption. So due to the adsorption, enthalpy is negative. So the reaction occurs why? According to thermodynamic term, we know delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. That is thermodynamic function we know. And in this enthalpy of adsorption, this value negative. So it's depend on temperature and entropy factor also. So this theory helped to how can the reaction occurs earlier, old theory. But according to kinetics, how can help the catalyst in this process? We know there are two types reactions. One is exothermic, other one endothermic. If we plot a curve, for example, this like a reaction, this reactants, this one products, this one is difference enthalpy of a reaction, and this reaction is exothermic. Enthalpy of this reaction is negative and exothermic. So this side we take potential energy, and this we earlier studies activation energy, Arrhenius energy. They have to cross the energy barrier. What is the role of catalysis? Catalysis, we know, decrease this energy barrier. So in presence of catalyst, this path is decreased, do not affect the equilibrium. We already discussed in chemical kinetics. Either the reaction is exothermic or endothermic. If the reaction is one endothermic, then this graph like this. So the reactant, this one product, the difference known as enthalpy of reaction. This enthalpy of reaction is this value positive, means endothermic, and this maximum height, this one activation energy, Arrhenius energy. In presence of catalyst, this decrease this path, means decrease this energy barrier, do not affect the equilibrium. So this is the role of catalyst. But there is a transition state. We know that is transition state, intermediate state. Intermediate state we study in collision theory. For example, hydrogen plus iodine, when they react, so they form a transition theory. There is intermediate like this. In this intermediate, how can formation? There is new bond formation between hydrogen and iodine. So these are old bonds and this one new bonds. So after that we get Hi because these bonds are dissociate, and we get new bond between Hi. So students, this theory we earlier studies in intermediate and adsorption theory. So modern in how they works, that is depend on combination of both adsorption and intermediate theory. So now we will explain in detail this modern theory of adsorption, how can work the catalyst. Students, how can work, that is a adsorption theory on heterogeneous catalysis. So we can explain in 5 different terms. So this is a surface of a heterogeneous catalysis, means any solid surface. So like this, these are free valency. And if a reacting species reacting molecule reactant A plus B, two reactants. And at first step is diffusion of reactants on catalyst. So when the diffusion, then they react to each other, they react with catalyst, and then adsorption occurs. So due to adsorption occurs, so these reactant get bonded on the catalyst surface like this. After that, what happen? Because the reactants are nearby to each other, so they react, they contact to each other, and they form a intermediate species like this. So this one is metal surface, catalyst, and the reactant A and this one B, they form a bond between this. A and B, they make the bonds. These are free sites. So this space at first, then adsorption occurs. After then adsorption, intermediate formation. Intermediate formation. After this intermediate formation, it's converted into product. So what happen? When product formation, this AB react and they form intermediate. After some times, it's converted into product. So desorption occurs. This convert into this situation. And they convert A and B as a product. And this reacting site is free. This one is separate. So this catalyst we get separate. We can say desorption. This process known as desorption means removal of product, because this intermediate react to each other, formation of a product. Then this AB is this product. This one product is removed out from the catalyst. So this catalyst surface available to react. Students, how can we explain this phenomena? Like if we travel any bus or a train, in this bus or train we find vacant seats. If 2-3 persons or more than many passengers are moving to one place to other place, so they occupy their seats. After their seats, passengers, they are unknown. After some times, they conversation to each other, contact to each other, and they make a relation to nearby family and others. And after the next station or more than other station on destination, they reach and go their respective home. So we get available again that seat, vacant seat on bus or train for a new passenger. In similar way, this catalyst have active sites. The reactants are combined. They first, there is adsorption occurs, they bond formation, they come nearer, then they convert into an intermediate state. After then intermediate state, they form bond. And then this bonded form is this product we have to remove. That process known as desorption. So this one is modern theory. Modern theory is a combination of adsorption as well as intermediate formation. Earlier adsorption, and in catalysis, intermediate formation. So this is the technique. By these techniques, the heterogeneous catalysis occurs. We already studied different techniques, Haber process, and in contact process, Ostwald process, formation of ammonia, sulfuric acid and nitric acid. The reaction occurs in this way. The metal surface provide their active site, valency, and so this heterogeneous catalysis occurs. So now we study in detail what is the activity, selectivity and zeolites. Now we study activity, selectivity and zeolites. These three terms are very important. First, we explain activity of a catalyst, and then we study selectivity. Third, we will study sap-selective catalyst, that is zeolites. These three terms are very important and many times come in exam, write short note. What do you mean by activity, selectivity and sap-selective catalyst or zeolite, students? So at first we explain what is activity. We understand this at first, then a catalyst surface have some active sites, free valency. So these active sites increase the group number, especially increase from group 5 to 11. The students, in periodic table, when we move group 5 to 11, then active sites is increased. What are the reason? Because group 5 to 11 are transition metals, D block elements. In periodic table, in 11th class we study the group number 5 to 11 are transition elements in periodic table, and when we move there is unpaired electron in d orbitals, there is vacant d orbital, fulfilled d orbital, partially d orbital, and they have active sites. So that is very important, especially group 7 to 9. Those elements act as good catalyst. So I can show you periodic table. In this periodic table, you can see in this periodic table, group specially 5. This one is 5. Start from vanadium, means titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper group up to this. Group 12th have complete d orbital, so they are not such a good active catalyst. So these elements, vanadium, niobium, chromium, molybdenum, manganese, iron, ruthenium, cobalt, rhodium, nickel, palladium and platinum, they act as a very good catalyst. So detail we will study in D block elements, but generally we can see vanadium, molybdenum, cobalt, iron, and this one nickel, palladium and platinum group, that is group number 10. So they are good catalysts, active sites. Students, if a person go into bus or train and if that remaining on the seats for a long time, 2, 3, 4 days, then how can other persons are occupied? So the bond formation between the metal surface and the reactant should not be such strong. They cannot remove, because we want to remove desorption also. So in this process, the bonds are not so strong. If they make so strong, so the desorption is not occurs. Further the surface is not provided for other reacting molecule, because catalysts are that substance after the reaction do not involve chemically and quantitatively. So it's provide only surface. But if they make strong bond, then what happen? The desorption is very difficult. So we do not need so strong bond. They make slightly thick bonds, and it's required temporary bonds, and after they convert intermediate and change into product. So these elements like nickel, palladium, platinum, iron, chromium, vanadium, molybdenum, these are good catalysts, and in detail we will study in transition metal D block element. So we take one example. In this, for example, hydrogen plus oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen, it's convert into water in presence of platinum. That surface we can use to prepare this use of the active sites, and so the active sites increase from group 5 to 11 and maximum 7 to 9 or 10. So they are very useful. We will study in detail in P block element. You know, nickel, palladium, platinum we use for vegetable oil, vegetable ghee. Iron we use in Haber process. Molybdenum we use in Haber process as promoters. Promoters are those substances increase efficiency of catalyst. And other one is poison. Students, what do you mean by poison? So I can explain in this reaction, nitrogen plus hydrogen convert into ammonia. We know this one is Haber process. Haber process. In this, if small amount, trace amount of carbon monoxide, this carbon monoxide acts as a poison because this acts as a negative catalyst. They decrease the speed of reaction, alter the speed of reaction. So poison are those substances decrease, this known as inhibitor, sometimes inhibitor. And comes in the exams, what is the role of carbon monoxide? So we have to remove this carbon monoxide, traces of carbon monoxide is present, then this heat also release out in this reaction, exothermic reaction. So this is formation of ammonia is decreased. But actually promoter and poison, the role of the poison and promoters are not actually known. But promoters provide surface area, and poisons they decrease the surface area, or so they can explain their role as imaginary way. So now we study the selectivity. Now students, we explain selectivity. What do you mean by selectivity of a catalyst? Selectivity means if we take same reactant and different catalyst, that catalyst change different products. We can explain by example. So in this way, we take carbon monoxide and hydrogen. And we take the reactant, the catalyst is nickel. If you take carbon monoxide and hydrogen, we catalyst take zinc oxide and chromium oxide, this way. If you take carbon monoxide and hydrogen, we take copper. So in these three reactions, we take the reactant is same, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, carbon monoxide and hydrogen. But the catalyst is different. In one reaction nickel, other one zinc oxide and chromium. In this we can see all the reactant are same, but catalyst is different. It means if we select a catalyst, then we get different product. This known as selectivity. For example, if we use nickel, then we get methane plus water. And we balance after that this reaction. If we use zinc oxide and chromium oxide, we can use in this reaction copper also. Copper oblique zinc oxide or copper oblique chromium oxide we can use. Then we get methanol. If we use only copper, then we get formaldehyde. So students, now we balance the reaction. This reaction is balanced, and this 4 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So we write in this 6 hydrogen. So we can write 3 mole. So in this way, this reaction, you can clearly see when the reactant are same, but catalyst is different, we get different product. This known as selectivity of any catalyst. And many times comes this question, what do you mean by selectivity? So you should remember any one example for this selectivity explain. Now we will explain safe selective catalyst or zeolites. Students, They are aluminosilicates. In 11th class we study what are the silicates. In the silicates, a silicon atom attached to 4 oxygen atom in tetrahedral fashion in this way. So this one is a silicate. We can write here SiO4-4. That one is a 1 unit. That silicate unit we can represent like this. We represent like a triangle. In center have a silicon. It attached to this oxygen corner and 1 oxygen at the back side. So this way we represent the silicates. These silicates have a framework like this one. 1 silicon attached to 4 oxygen in such type. So this one is a framework, network, like this. But in this silicon unit, we can replace 1 silicon by any aluminium. If we replace by 1 plus aluminium, then what happen? Aluminium have that is how many valency? 3 valency. So this one is a hole. It's create a hole because this side have no electron. Aluminium have only 3 bonds and that is a vacancy. So this one is a active sites. So zeolites are a special aluminosilicates. Some silicon replaced by aluminium like this. And when they replace, then there is a vacancy create. So they form a special types, a special shape like this. They can make like such type shape. We represent in this way. And this way shape is like trigonal and the 3 silicon atom attached and 1 like this one. They can make another surface like hexagon. And if we represent like in this way, they are silicates. Silicates are such type. And if you represent that silicate, that is silicon, and some silicon replaced by aluminium like aluminium. So 1 vacancy is remaining here in this aluminium, other one silicon. So such types are aluminosilicates. And a definite shape size. This one is like a definite shape, pore size, porous material. So that are shape selective catalyst or zeolites. And their structure is honeycomb. Honeycomb-like structure. Honeycomb-like structure. You know, we now have madhumakhi or a bee. They have a special shape. When you see, you take the honey, that have a definite shape, and on that honey shape, this is a special shape, and they are known as zeolites or shape selective catalyst. Only a special reactant can occupy their size, and then the reaction occurs, and then adsorption occurs. So they are known as zeolites. We can explain a new example. That in zeolites, they have like such type shape. Students, they can make a such type polymer, and others also can make like this. Hexagonal structure. So they can arrange. This one is a silicon surface and 1 silicon attached to other silicon and oxygen. Some silicons are removed out by aluminium. So they are known as aluminosilicates. They have a special pore size structure. So this one is a special pore. Due to this shape, the reaction occurs according to further completion. So these are definite shape, size, pore size, structure, and they are zeolites, and that reaction occurs. One example can give by this reaction, they known as zeolites. That is ZSM5. That is an example of a zeolites. It's convert alcohol into petrol. This zeolites convert alcohol into petrol. Petrol means gasoline. Gasoline is a mixture of hydrocarbon. Petrol, mixture of hydrocarbon. Mixture of hydrocarbon. So special, that is a zeolites. ZSM5, we use alcohol convert into petrol, means gasoline, or a mixture of hydrocarbon that we use in our as a fuel. So they are very important sap-selective catalyst known as zeolites, honeycomb-like structure, and they are aluminosilicates. Silicon have 4 valency, but some silicon replaced by aluminum, so they have active site increase and their special size. So these are very important, and in this year this zeolites is removed from the syllabus, but is very, very important. Students learn this activity, selectivity and zeolites. Tomorrow we will discuss about enzyme and different condition of the enzyme catalysis. So if you have any problem, then write comment box. We will explain in next video, and like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Thank you.